Life as you know it can change in an instant. Everything you call God can disappear before your eyes. And you know, it's not until you have a crisis like that that you come face to face with what it is that really matters in the world. I was living like a lot of people do, fairly unconsciously, but not aware of my unconsciousness, you know, just kind of going through life and often feeling as though life was happening to me, that I was a victim to what was going on in my life. I was really like living in a comfortably numb place. You know, there wasn't a depth of meaning in my life, and I knew something was missing, but I couldn't name it. We had a tax business. I, as a young girl, started apprenticing with my dad when I was 16. He had a business in our home, and we moved it out to a building. And in my early 20s, our business burnt to the ground. One morning, I got a phone call at 6 a.m. My mother called to say that the building was on fire. And when I got there were fire trucks and police and news reporters, and everything that meant anything to me was in that office. And I had a nice front office with a glass front that I could look into, and now everything was burning. In that moment, when I watched the building burn, I wasn't thinking about, you know, all of the work that was piled up on my desk. I was thinking about my father standing next to me. I was thinking, thank you, God, that there was no one in the building. And I was also a little too upset about some of the physical items that I was losing in my office. I had more of a relationship with my adding machine than some of the people in my life because of how busy I was. The interesting thing was, this is where the soul is so wonderfully wise and resilient. I remember watching this fire and just being devastated by it on one hand, but there was this little voice that said, this is happening for a reason. You don't know why right now, and it looks horrible, but there's actually something wonderful that's going to come from this. Stay awake. Living in a state of recognition that all that really does matter is love.